Hey, so today we're reviewing this. This is the traditional, the original from this, brand, like a local brand. And I talked about this before when I compare Monsters to Red Bull. Like I really cannot tell the difference, but I did try the difference between this one, watermelon flavor, yesterday, and the Red Bull, watermelon Red Bull. And like I could tell like the difference. It was very very clear. Both like the color, like some of the smell, and the taste. Most of all was kind of. It's kind of different. Also, like I know I'm not really ready. I'm not really going anywhere today. Today's one of those days. I woke up not feeling great. Kind of why I'm just hoping that maybe drinking a little energy drink is going to help me because I'm kind of done with things. I started like doing some stuff this morning and like I had to stop almost like every time. I mean, some of it like I was able to go through it and finish it, but it was just demanding a lot, physically and I guess also mentally. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is traditional. Lots of like energy drinks. They have like this fire motif. It comes like their original flavor. Yeah, and I think I don't know. I like it. As far as like cans go, it's very minimalistic, but it works for me. I think the flames here, and I like them. I think flames they look beautiful, so also does that for me. Okay. It is sweeter. If it does have the same flavor that like the original Red Bull or the original Monster has, but this one is on the sweeter side. Also, I think that this is maybe I'm gonna say that it's like a lighter yellow, but I don't know. Maybe that's not really the case. I like it. I think I'm gonna put it the same grade from the other, the Red Bull and the Monster, the original ones. I don't know how much that is, but I think I gave it either a 7 or an 8. We can settle for an 8 on this one. As I said, it depends on people's taste. Like whether you want, your thing to be like less or more or less sweet. And also, I think that you add something bitter to this, it's going to be really nice. I have a bit of sweet tooth, so like I do like when things are sweet. And yeah. Honestly, I think it would be pretty. Thinking about like tonic water or some gin, and it's honestly, yeah, it would work pretty well with it. I like the flavor of the original energy drinks as well, but usually, I know that some people like this is their favorite, the original flavor. But for me, I like trying the different flavors. So usually these are like my least. No, I wouldn't call them my least favorite. Yeah, I mean, because they're not, like I wouldn't say they're my least favorite. It's just that as far as my favorites go, they are the ones that, so that I like them the least. It's just that they're kind of like more at the bottom. There's like more options, above them. But I wouldn't say this. Yeah, as I said, like a solid 8. I would give it. It's nice. I'm hoping to, making. I mean, I won't be making any drinks with this because I'm not in a place mentally where I can do that. Like my head is kind of like all over the place right now, so I can't drink. But if I were drinking, I would definitely make some fun drinks with this. Rum, I think like this also will go really really well with rum as well. Okay, so I guess that's it. It tastes like the other original flavors, and like not surprising. I think that like every brand of energy drink I've ever tried, like the original flavor, they're kind of like very similar, unless there's like a different motif or something. So that is not different. But yeah, so I like the taste. As I said, I think it's pretty much similar to like what Red Bull or Monster the original one would be like. But this one I think is a little sweeter than like those two. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Honestly, I could give it even more. I think that sometimes you have to try different things for you to come to like in a grade for something. For example, the drinks yesterday, the drink that I drank the day before yesterday, which and when I was drinking it, like I think I looked back at the video and it seemed like I was not really a fan of it. But the thing is that I kind of was. It's just that it was compared to some other stuff. I was kind of like disappointed. But you know, once when I tasted it, like after you know that was over, and you know when I had like nothing else kind of like to compare to, like it was delightful. So my 9.5, it stands the ground. You know, at most I would downgrade to like a 9.25, but like I think a 9.25 like it works. As I said, an 8 for this one. Honestly, I might even give a higher grade than 8. I think I gave, you know, Rebel and, you know, Monster, the original flavor, right? I think I gave them a 7. That was kind of like the bottom line. And I might like this a little bit better, or it might just be my butt taste today. Because these things also, like, they change depending on the day. Some days you wake up with, like, a really bad mouth, you know, like it's kind of like a taste where mouth will have the taste of something else. Or sometimes you're craving something. Sometimes you're craving sweeter things. Sometimes you're craving saltier things. And I think that also impacts on how much you like something. So yeah, anyway, that's it. I'm gonna set up an 8. It could be more for this. Bye.